So when the movie Arrival hit theaters back in 2016, all the trailers and posters made it look like your classic alien invasion flick, right? You know the drill. Giant mysterious ships appear, the world kind of freaks out, and it's this big race against time to find out, are they friends or are they foes? Yeah, but as it turns out, Arrival was so much more than that. The movie tells you this right from the get-go. Instead of opening with spaceships and explosions, it starts with something incredibly personal and quiet: the memories of the main character, a linguist named Dr. Louise Banks, as she walks us through the life and the heartbreaking loss of her daughter. And boom, right there, the movie sets up this huge question that we're going to unravel today. What on earth could possibly connect a mother's private grief with a massive worldwide alien encounter? It seems totally unrelated, but it's the absolute key to everything. So, let's get into it. So we're going beyond just a simple first context story here. The main plot kicks in, and Louise gets pulled in by the military to do one thing: figure out how to talk to these aliens, the Heptapods. And trust me, this is where the movie just gets mind-bendingly brilliant. What Louise finds out is that their language is, well, it's completely alien to how we think. See, human language is linear. We say one word, then the next, in a straight line to build a sentence. The Heptapods, they write in these beautiful, complex circles. They present an entire, complicated idea all at once, in a single symbol. There's no start or finish, it's just all there. And here's the big leap the movie takes, the connection that changes everything. Their language isn't just about communication. It's about how they experience reality itself. Think about it. Our straight-line language perfectly matches how we experience time, right? We call it the arrow of time. It moves in one direction, from a past we know to a future we don't. But for the Heptapods, their circular language reflects a circular, holistic view of time. For them, the past, the present, and the future, it's all one thing. They know it all at once. Which brings us to this incredible idea of remembering the future. Because learning this language isn't just like taking a French class for Louise. No, it starts to physically change the way her brain works. It's rewriting her entire perception of reality. And this is it. This is the big, beautiful gut punch of a twist. You know all those flashbacks we saw of her daughter? The ones that made us think this was a story about a grieving mother? Well, they're not flashbacks. They aren't memories of the past. They're visions of the future. They're memories of a daughter she hasn't even had yet. By learning to think like a heptapod, Louise literally breaks out of linear time. She starts to see her own life not as a line, but as a whole, complete circle. And the movie itself does the same thing. The plot is a circle. It ends right where it began. And this all leads to her incredible, powerful choice. Now that she can see her entire life, the good and the tragic, she chooses to live it anyway. She embraces it all. So let's talk about this circle of meaning, because this idea, this need to understand the whole thing to make sense of the individual pieces, that's not just some cool sci-fi invention for the movie. It's a real philosophical concept, and it's basically the master key to understanding Arrival. It's a fancy term, I know, the Hermeneutic Circle, but the idea is actually pretty simple. It says you can't really get the meaning of a single part of something, say one word, without understanding the whole thing it belongs to, like the full sentence. But at the same time, you build your understanding of the whole sentence by understanding each word. See? The part informs the whole, and the whole informs the part. It's a circle. Right, to really get the part, you have to know the whole. Let me give you a super simple example. If I just say the word run, you might picture someone jogging. But what if the whole sentence is, my nose has started to run, or let's run for president? The meaning of that one little word, run, totally changes based on the whole sentence around it. Context is everything. And the movie gives us this perfect high-stakes example of what happens when you ignore this circle of meaning. Remember the offer weapon crisis? So the humans ask the aliens why they're here. They get back a piece of the message, and the translation includes the word weapon. Well, everyone instantly panics. They translate that one part through their own lens of fear and conflict. And the world teeters on the brink of war. But Louise insists on getting the whole message. And what does she find? The weapon isn't a weapon at all. It's a tool, it's a gift. It's their language. The film even weaves this idea into the number 12. Did you catch that? There are 12 alien ships that land in 12 different nations. And here's the kicker. The Heptapods give each nation just 1/12 of their message, one piece of the gift. No one country has the whole picture. It's just like a clock face, right? One number on its own doesn't tell you the time. You need all 12 parts together to make a whole. And again, this isn't just some made-up movie science. It's rooted in a real linguistic theory, often called the Sapir-Whorf Hypothesis. The philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein put it perfectly. The limits of my language means the limits of my world. The idea is that the language you speak actually shapes how you think, how you perceive reality. For Louise, learning a new language didn't just give her new words, it's literally expanded her world, breaking the limits of time itself. Okay, so here's where it all comes together in the most brilliant way, I think. This is about your own arrival. The film isn't just a story about Louise learning a new language. The filmmakers designed it so that you, the viewer, have to learn the language of the movie right along with her. The language of the Heptapods is the language of the film. Just think back to your first time watching it. You were in the exact same boat as Louise. You were confused, right? You're seeing these random fragments, these memories of a little girl, and you're thinking, what does this have to do with aliens? You're trying to piece it all together, part by confusing part. And then you get to the very, very end. Louise has seen her future, she's saved the world, and only then, for the first time in the entire film, does the title card pop up on screen. It appears right where you would normally see the words, "The End." And that's it. That's the final clue. The movie's title isn't just about the aliens arriving on Earth. It's about our arrival. Our arrival at a full, complete understanding of the circle, the whole story we just watched. It's all about our journey as viewers. The first time you watch it, a lot of those scenes with her daughter feel random, almost meaningless. But when you rewatch it, knowing the twist, my gosh, everything changes. You see the whole picture. You get to experience the film in the exact same way Louise now experiences her life. You're watching the beginning, but you're remembering the end. And that's what the film ultimately leaves you with. It's the same profound, impossible question that Louise herself has to answer. If you could see your entire life, from beginning to end, all the happiness, all the love, but also all the pain and all the loss, would you change anything? Or would you do what she did? Would you say yes to the whole journey and embrace every single moment?